Heyo, what is good, learning machines? Welcome back to another video. This video, as you can see, I'm going to talk about CPA marketing, and let's get it. So watch this video to the very end, by the way. This is going to be seriously valuable, okay? I'm going to be talking about mobile traffic, and here's why mobile traffic is the ish. It's low competition, there's huge traffic volume, no banning. It's extremely, very, very easy to get profitable. There's hundreds of traffic sources, there's thousands of offers, um, and you can start with a very, very low budget, as you can see, and those are the benefits of it. And the benefits just keep going on, like straight up, like it's way, way cheap compared to desktop. And in the past, desktop was like crazy, like it was basically the one number thing because we didn't have mobile. But now there's a lot of people with phones, and so you can, that's like the main traffic source now. That's why I wanted to talk about that. If you weren't aware, like mobile's where the traffic is, okay? And ultimately what you want to do with mobile is collect that email info or contact information. You can follow up with them forever. When they're ready to buy and move up your value ladder of the funnel you create in your niche or vertical or business, then that can happen, okay? And they're usually going to end up buying from their desktop. But a lot of people, especially Apple users, for example, or Android users who have nicer phones, they tend to buy on mobile. So it just all kind of varies and stuff, okay? But yeah, so also like there's no banning in certain traffic sources, and we'll talk about those ones inside here. And then there's just like crazy, crazy volume, obviously, because everyone has a phone. Not everyone has a desktop, okay? There's kind of low competition. There was low competition when it first started and when it was first mobile and everything. Um, a lot of people are moving because of like Facebook and social media advertising and stuff. There's a lot more competition, but before the change, there really wasn't. Um, there's definitely hundreds of traffic sources and obviously thousands of offers you guys can choose from. And with the strategies I teach in my course, and I love plugging my course because it is by far the most valuable course out there. I teach you how you can be profitable on first try and be profitable forever from there on. Okay, very important to understand that. Um, yeah, and you can start with a very, very low budget. Anyways, just wanted to stress all that. Let's keep talking about it. Um, just straight up, mobile is where the traffic is at, and I just can't stress that enough. Most of the time, it's just going to happen anyway when you're advertising. We're going to dive into later the different types of traffic sources and everything. But so yeah, there you go. The no banning ones is usually in the adult niche, by the way. They literally do not ban anything that you run. It doesn't even have to be some adult dating offers. It can literally be mainstream offers. And you're going to be paying way less than you do on Facebook. And it's the same type of people that are on Facebook. Surprisingly, right? And we'll talk a little bit about that. I actually have an adult course, okay, that teaches you how, and that's where like the biggest opportunity is. I haven't talked much about that, guys, but the biggest opportunity is by far adult, okay? And that's where I actually make my most money. For a while, it was health, and then sweepstakes hasn't like surpassed. But there's a lot of money in sweepstakes. It's about doing the funnel correctly, though. And then as for dating, you can run anything, and your funnels can be huge. And there isn't Insta articles like Facebook does and YouTube does with their ad platforms, where basically they have their own browser you open up into, okay, when they click the link, if it's on mobile, which is so annoying. But with these dating traffic sources, dude, straight up, they do not have some type of Insta article type custom browser that doesn't have options where you can open up a new tabs, which is like huge, huge key there. You can build massive funnels with that. Very important. But yeah, so basically, mobile is where the traffic is, where you're going to like do CPA marketing the most. It's the traffic sources you're going to be using the most. So you need to know as much as you can about mobile, and that's why I'm talking about it right now. It's very easy to get profitable because it's cheaper than desktop, guys. And you can, it depends on the traffic source, but yeah, you can basically be very profitable. But we're going to move on to the next thing. Worldwide ad revenue. Okay, it's different now. I mean, it's going up all the time, as you can see here. So basically, 2011 was very low in the billions, okay, from desktop and mobile. Desktop's always been up there, as you can see. And this is just a chart all the way to 2017. Now it's probably past it, okay, past desktop. And it's important that you guys understand that. So there we go. Mobile basics. There's ads, there's sources and traffic, there's negotiating price. Okay, so you just need to understand each one of these. So you're going to want to understand the type of ads to run, okay, the type of traffic sources to use, how to negotiate your price and stuff, and then ad size optimization for like, display ads and stuff. Next is device targeting, okay, and I talked about which ones buy, but it's best to go broad and then test that, okay? It's super important to go broad and then get your data. You're in the red at first. Sometimes you won't even be in the red if you use my strategy where you can spend the most to acquire conversions, and then you're like profitably getting data at the same time. You can seriously optimize like crazy. That's the power of upsells, funnels, and high ticket and value ladders to your business, and very possible and doable in affiliate marketing. But yeah, and then carrier targeting, so the type of carrier they're using, that can really play a big role in like the speed of it all, the type of person you're dealing with, etc. And then OS targeting, and that's another thing that's important. So those are basically the mobile basics, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the traffic, the offers you're promoting, and the ad creatives for high click-through rate. And I have actually a course about high click-through rate, which dives deep into psychology, okay? Before I didn't know about like all the psychology and stuff, dude, I was really sucking. Like I was eating like top ramen every day, basically, and it was just a disaster. And I felt lost, and I didn't understand why my click-through rate was so low. And then I came across a lot of research, and I purchased courses and everything. Courses you wouldn't even expect to teach me the kind of things that I needed to learn about click-through rate, but I learned inside of there, and after that, dude, it was like plug and play, leverage the psychology principles I learned there, put it into my ads, and boom, I was getting crazy click-through rates. I'm talking over 10% to over 15% click-through rates. That means that I'm getting very cheap cost per click, and I'm paying way less on my ads and getting way high click-through rates and traffic to my offers and funnels, okay? And that's so important, and that's why it's at the top there, is ads is such a big deal. All right, next is, the traffic. So there's a lot of different traffic sources. We're going to go over that a little bit later. Negotiating price, it's a little bit different. Do you really want to negotiate on price, or do you want to negotiate on offers, no-brainer offers, story selling, where that differentiates you? Your commodity, if you're just trying to race to the bottom in price, you need to have a no-brainer like differentiation to yourself, and that's if you have your own offers, which is a big deal. If you're doing a funnel, you should always have your own offers, and then in the back end promote like affiliate offers and stuff. That's huge. Okay. And negotiating price, that's basically that. Next is, and we're just talking about it again, boom, ad size optimization. Okay, 320 by like 200, I think is what it is. I don't really fully memorize it. It's just there when I'm doing my thing, when I'm building it out. But yeah, that's basically the common size. Okay, it's basically like a square banner ad. If you've ever seen those, I'm sure you have. That's what you're typically going to be using. All right, so there you go. And in this slideshow presentation here, I do not talk about Facebook or social media as much. I think I talk more about like other traffic sources that are kind of, some of them are expired, some of them are new, some of them are long lasting. A lot of them have big volumes of traffic. Okay, that's important for you guys to understand. And yeah, so there you go. Something I want to talk about also is you need to be broad, test like crazy, and you should be testing like 5 different ad creatives. You should be testing 2 different landing pages and 2 different offers. Okay, it's so important. And then with your main offer you're working with, your highest ticket one in your funnel, if you're doing more than one offer, or if you're just doing one offer, which is not a good idea, do not do one offer, I'm telling you right now. But if you do whatever your highest ticket offer is, times that by 3 for your daily ad spend, and then run it for 3 days testing. And even if you're in the red, great, because you're going to gather that data. Okay, this is a huge thing. Testing plus seeing red before green and testing the correct things, okay, regarding targeting all these things like device and carrier and OS, etc., and demographics. It's so important. And then you get that data, you can make the correct changes, and boom, you're off to the races. You're going to be more profitable, if not semi super profitable. Okay, so important to understand that, guys. What else should I talk about here? Curiosity is huge, guys, for getting a click-through rate. Also, that's just a quick tip for you. If you create ads that pique curiosity and everything, and that's not even like the psychology, which I dive deep in the courses and stuff, well, the main course on click-through rate, but literally just creating curiosity can get you clicks. But also the creative should be a pattern interrupt to grab attention. Then the ad copy should like pique curiosity so they actually click through. So that's a real quick tip for you that can probably help you guys for now. But really though, like the basics, those are the things you want to know about. So there you go. Next is traffic types. All right, mobile web display. Okay, these are all your different traffic types. So you got mobile web display, you got, it's apps, you got app display, push notification, incent, so do CPA offer for coins or level ups, etc., for like games or even content locking things. Offervault is another one that's basically content locking things, and very simple to send people to that, and they complete the typically sweepstake offer. And you can use CPA grip or OG ads or CPA lead and all these ones for this, okay? Or even AdWork Media. And pretty much every CPA network has incentive offers, but a lot of them don't have the content locking like software to build it. But the ones I mentioned do, okay? But anyways, yeah, these are different traffic types. And dude, you're going to be, with push notification, you're going to be like getting like less than pennies, okay? In a CPM basis or cost per click basis. It's extremely funny, like how cheap it is, but they don't convert as well. But why does that matter? Okay. At the end of the day, traffic source does not matter. Okay. Yes, verticals should match with traffic sources because there's a better ROI there. You should be able to have the correct kind of targeting available too. But at the end of the day, it's about literally being able to spend a ton on traffic and break even and be profitable. And why I say break even and profitable, like there should be a portion where that's how much you're willing to spend because you can break even there, and then the rest is all profit. So what I mean is your highest ticket offer in the back end or front end, wherever you have it, that's how much you should be willing to spend on ads. And I talked about this times 3 for 3 days. Times 3 for that offer. So if you have $1,000 offer in your back end, you should be spending $3,000 per day for 3 days to get your data. A lot of people won't even have that type of money, so you can like make it work. But when you reach that point, sweet. Because guess what? If you have $1,000 in your back end, you really don't need to spend that much if you don't have that much anyway. Because you could spend like $50 per day, and eventually you're going to make that $1,000 sale, and you're going to break even, and then everything else you are selling in your funnel is profit, bro. It's so lit. It is so lit, right? And that's how it's all done, baby. Let's talk about mobile web display. So people are just on sites. You could use Google Ads for this, or adult traffic sources like Traffic Junkie, XOClick, or Traffic Factory, and then there's many others, but those are the top ones that you should use. And yeah, so there's those ones. All right, traffic sources. You got Tapit is kind of a secret one. M Media, InMobi, AirPush, Leadbolt, Traffic Junkie, XOClick, Traffic Factory, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, which, like I said, are not like the best. And there's other ones. I'm gonna give me 1 second to kind of like pull them up on another screen for me here. But they are very good. So let's see here. I'm going to like list more traffic sources for you so you guys understand. Like there is a lot. There's like hundreds, if not thousands of traffic sources like I mentioned in the beginning here. Let me give you some more other ideas. There's one called Mega Push, okay? And that one's new, and you guys can try that now. And just so you know, like new traffic sources are great to leverage, okay? For example, like TikTok and Reddit ads and all these things when they were new, and especially Facebook ads when they were new. Imagine if you got in on Google ads when it was new. I basically was a baby when that happened, but that's a huge, huge opportunity, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to find real quick traffic sources. Here we go. All right, here they are. Richpush.co is another one. DigiWorld Partners Ad Network is another one for you guys. Mega Push was one I mentioned. Another one is PCH Digital. Okay, but I'm going to go. Yes, I'm sorting by mobile. Okay. There's AppSnack. There's Burst Media. There's Live Intent. See how many there are? Like, you got to listen closely to what I'm saying, though. There's Yahoo. Okay. There's Ad Maniac. Manic. There's Buzz City. There's AdoTube. eZanga. There's a lot of ones, okay? A lot of people just use Facebook when there's actually hundreds of traffic sources. And mainly CPA marketers are the ones that go into these other or alternative traffic sources a lot of the times, okay? And that's important for you guys to understand. Let's see. There's other ones like Bidvertiser, obviously Google, and the ones I mentioned here like Tapit and InMobi and AirPush and all these ones, but there's new ones coming out all the time, okay? And let's see here. Maybe I can give you guys some more ideas of traffic sources. Boom, boom, boom. There's going to be a lot in just a second. Let me... I don't know why I can't find my thing. Okay, there it is. Bing Ads is one. Google AdWords, YouTube, eBay, 7 Search is another unique one. Lead Impact, Buy Solo Ads, Pop Ads, Outbrain, Tonic, and tons of other ones. MGID, Native Ads, Propeller Ads, and those are enough for you guys. Plenty of Fish, Snapchat ads, and you can Google search, I'm sure, a ton of traffic sources, you'll find them. But we're going to move on. And here are landing page types. And things have changed a lot. And I just have this right here for you just to talk about some tips of kind of what it used to be like. And kind of some of this is still the same. But you're going to want fast hosting and VPS. A lot of landing page builders like ClickFunnels, Builderall, Lead Pages, etc., they actually have fast hosting a lot of times, so they cover that for you, okay? Next is small file sizes like your images and your videos on your site, and those things usually will slow it down, so you want smaller file sizes that can really help. Next is resolution to match your mobile device. You want to make sure you're optimizing for mobile in the first place if you're going to drive mobile traffic, so that's extremely important. Excuse me. Next is CSS in same file as your lander. All right, and that's if you're coding from scratch. So not very important if you're using like ClickFunnels or something else. I highly recommend ClickFunnels for building landing pages, 100%. Next is no JavaScript unless necessary. All right. And most of the time, no one even knows how to do JavaScript anyway. Next is design a lander like 1999 web. Keep it basic. All right. And that's like a little secret tip there, because a lot of times humans just will convert higher on a very unprofessional landing page. If it's more professional, it's most times people make it look pretty, but don't have correct call to actions in the right place that stand out because they're trying to look pretty. Just keep it basic. Tell them, here's what's in it for you. Okay, WITFM is what it is. What's in it for me, I think. But here's some other tips for you for your landing pages, which is straight up, do not scare them away. Okay, keep it extremely basic, like a white background or very plain or gray or black. Dull colors as the background, which it should be. just look clean. And then make sure your call to action button says yes, or like it's a call to action that confirms positivity, and then saying what they're doing next. And then have a list of like things that they're getting, not always just one thing on your landing page that they're getting. The best thing that you can really do is like storytell. And secrets about storytelling is one of the most powerful things you can leverage in marketing ever. Okay, it's ingrained in human psychology. Humans buy stories. Okay, and if you're doing affiliate marketing, that's super powerful to leverage. So if you're doing like a VSL, which I highly recommend for your landing pages, and you can keep it short, just like story sell. Okay, and I could go in on the secrets of story selling, but I'm telling you right now, it's one of the most valuable secrets ever. I'm going to create a course on it. Okay, it's going to be probably one of my most like desired courses out there because it like can get people insane results in any industry they go into. So I want you guys to understand that. But basically keep it very simple, like a curiosity based headline. Basically, oh, what is this thing I'm getting? Like very interesting, okay? Um and it could just like keep it short, keep it exciting, but don't give all the information away. Keep things interesting where they actually want to click through and find out what this thing is, okay? Very important. So those are just a couple tips and we're going to move on. Next is tracking software. And the first one I recommend, which isn't here, okay, because when I put together this slide a while ago, but what I recommend is ClickMagick, okay? ClickMagick is the best tracking software. There's Volume 2, and they're very good, but these ones are very good too. So iMobiTracks is very good. Mobify Tracker is another good one. You're going to want to be self-hosted on your VPS, recommended be on hosting. But like I said, most landing pages will cover that for you. And we'll not go to that tool website. But track ads, and it's good because it can track your ads. Like if you have a lot of different ads you're running, okay? It can track your devices, your carrier, etc., like your demographics, and all these different things, okay? Your OS, and even your geo. Use postback URL for conversion tracking. It's very, very powerful technique there. Next is use geo redirection. And a lot of offers actually and CPA networks will offer this where you can use geo redirection. Okay, it's very powerful. So basically you can make like a smart URL and it'll change based off the geo location someone's in. So what if you created a great big funnel that basically had a bunch of different smart links and offers where your average order value when someone goes through the funnel is high enough where you can spend a lot of money just to run the ads forever in all sorts of countries. Wouldn't that would sound cool, right? Well, you could do that, and that's just an idea that popped in my head that you could leverage, especially with like adult traffic networks, okay? And that's really what CPA marketing really is adult traffic. But, and because Facebook's cracking down a lot on freaking CPA marketers because they don't fully like affiliate marketing. It's annoying, but there's so many ways around it where it just doesn't matter, and you can make more money doing it right the first time and not like doing landing page to one offer. I'm telling you right now, that's the most basic thing people are teaching, and if you're doing that for your landing pages and funnels, you are going to fail on the first try because guess what? It's very competitive indeed, and you're going to want to have, you're going to want to be profitable, and the best way to do that is not by promoting one offer and disobeying the rules and regulations of these traffic networks that are very strict. But at the end of the day, the best thing you can do is have your own offers, okay? And creating your own offers is one of the easiest things ever. And then you promote affiliate offers, right? So just want to talk about that. Tracking is basically very important also because you guys are testing. And you need to be testing. And that's really what can make or break a campaign at the end of the day. If you're testing things, then you're going to find out what works. And the best way to test is just throw your money in times 3, whatever your high ticket offer is in your funnel for 3 days, get your data, kill what doesn't work, optimize what does, and boom, you're off to the races. Boom, you can make the correct changes. You saw red, now you see green. And that's really it for tracking and stuff and for like testing things. What else could I talk about just so I can throw more information in here for you? Let's see. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, that is a great way of just, like, it's all about data at the end of the day and reading data. It's not about emotion and doing what you think. It's about taking calculated risk on the campaign you set up and the funnel and the whole business you're doing. It's about taking that calculated risk. So basically, beforehand, before you're even doing anything, you are straight up bringing out a piece of paper, figuring out what your budget is going to be for ads, figuring out what your cost per click might be, running the percentages and conversion rates that you think it will be too, and then you know your offered payouts, and you like put it all in a sheet, and you like figure out the numbers. You figure out what your total is going to be, your average order value, your cost to acquire customers, and then your ROI on ad spend. And how you do that is basically, if you want to figure out the average order value, you divide how much you made by how many orders you got or initial conversions who opt in to the beginning of your whole funnel and business. That's how you do that one. And then your cost to acquire customer is how much you spent and how many customers or opt-ins or whatever you acquired. And then if you want to figure out how much you earned on ad spend, just divide how much you earned divided by your ad spend. Very easy. And that's how you figure that out. Then you can take a calculated risk if you're like, hey, I figured out the lowest conversion rates here for the budget I'm willing to spend, and it seems like it's going to be profitable. And that's when you just run it, bro, and you do the strategy I talk about. And it could be even higher conversion rates, because at the end of the day, what are you doing like I talked about? You're tracking, testing, seeing red, or possibly just gray, which means both. And so you're breaking even, and then you optimize, and you're super profitable. And you can run this business every day and even scale up if you want forever. And you can get into more verticals, bigger funnels, or more funnels, and just repeat what works in this whole strategy, okay? It's extremely powerful, and I know you guys are appreciating this a lot. So, yeah, there you go. What else should I go into now? I don't know what to talk about anymore, really. There's more slides to this. You can skip ahead if you want. But, yeah. Let's see. Regarding tracking, like I said, it's just about testing and literally seeing red before you see green. And even when you are green, by the way, you should be testing more things, because you have something that works, but what if you have something out there that could do way better? You probably have built up a ninja sixth sense at that point, and you know like the kind of things that could do better, and so you just test it. And it's always good to have another like controlled testing going on. You could do multivariate testing, but there's just different ways to do it. You could do controlled testing or multivariate testing, different ways to do it, all right? And that's what it's all about. Let's see here. So, you'll have to give me a second here. Let's talk some numbers real quick for fun. So basically, if you had $500 you're willing to spend on ads, a lot of people don't have too much in the beginning. Say you have $500 to spend on ads, and I'm just on my calculator right now talking about it. You have $500 to spend on ads, and you're using an adult traffic network, we'll say, and it is 50 cents per 1,000 impressions, okay? So you get 1 million impressions for $500. And your click-through rate is, we'll say, 0.005, so half of 1%. And then we'll say, and that's pretty good, right? For a CPM basis type of banner ad on traffic network. That's pretty good for CPM. Click-through rate. So there you go. You get 5,000 clicks for $500. And now what you get is you have like a low ticket front end. We'll say it's $5. So you get like 3% to buy a $5 thing. Boom. You just made $750, and that's where most people give up, or they're barely making any money. It's not even worth it, and so they fail. Because boom, that's one offer, $5. But we'll just say this is your own offer, and you're doing $5, and you collect these buyer emails. All right, and now you have 150 people on your email list, okay, and into your funnel, and all you did was spend $500 that day. We'll say you're spending $500 every day. All right, and your back end is a $500 offer. Okay, and everything else you sell is profit. Okay, so let's see the next thing here. Ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-ba-boo. All right, so you made 750, and then that 150 people go to your next upsell into your funnel, and we'll say that's a $50 offer. 1% actually, because they're in the buying mood, we'll say 7% actually convert on that $50 offer. You just made an extra $525. Okay, that's $525 plus $750. Okay, so now you basically broken even through that upsell, and everything else is profit already. Okay, and then that 150 people that went through your funnel, you remember you have a $500 offer in your back end. That's probably yours, and we'll say half of 1% decide to buy that. Boom, you made $375, okay? Or we'll just say you get one sale from that traffic, okay? So you made 500 there, we'll say. You made 525 and then 750 dollars. So basically that 525 plus 750 is profit right now, okay, from your ad spend and everything. And then you broke even with that high ticket sale. Now in your back end, you promote even more offers forever, and you, let's just say you make an extra $1,000 there from the whole grouping there that you have of your email list and everything. So you make an extra $1,000 plus that 750 plus that 525 plus that 500. So let's minus 500 from that. You made that day $2,275 profit if all you did was $500 in ad spend. This is why my strategy works, guys. I need you to understand that. It's so powerful. And then we'll say times 30 days, you made $68,000 profit. Okay, and I already took out the $500 per day. Okay, and ad spend and break even and everything. This is how much profit you made, is $68,000. And in this video, we're talking about how you make $1,000 a day, and there you go. That is a great example of it. So, you're welcome. And then per year, that will be close to $1 million. That'll be $819,000 without a problem. Okay, and that's from one campaign. Now, what if you're doing like 3 campaigns, which is very doable if you set them up and know what you're doing, and I talked a lot about this in my courses. But dude, you could literally replicate your process and make even more money. This is what I'm doing, and I am living the life. So, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, every day. So we'll say you were getting 150 emails on your email list per day. That's times 30. So every month you're getting 4,500 emails every month, which basically everyone on your email list should be recurring at an average of $1 per month if you're promoting enough offers in your email blasts, okay? Often. Very important to understand that. Next is, let's see here. Oh yeah, times 12, so a whole year. Then you're making $54,000 every month just because that's how many people are on your email list. If you promote new offers, and new offers come all the time in any vertical, okay? If you're in enough CPA networks, you're set on that, all right? So there you go. And moving on to the next thing. Let's see here if I can get it. Where is it? All right, here we are. We're going to talk about types of mobile offers now, all right? Let's see here. All right, that's what we're going to talk about. Here we go. Types of mobile offers, okay? It should be pulled up. If it's not, it'll pull up in a bit, or it already pulled up. Types of mobile offers. So there's going to be sweepstakes, of course. There's going to be application installs. There's going to be like email submits and pin submits and everything. There's going to be diet and weight loss, mainstream dating, adult dating, male enhancement, gaming, and ringtone offers. And then tons of other verticals, even like casino and everything like that. It's extremely, extremely powerful, all right? And those are all the different types of offers. And a lot of it comes down to angling. So if there's like a current trend, like a movie or like some crazy trend that's happening that everyone knows about, like the alien thing of Area 51 and all these things that are trending right now, you could leverage that as an angle in your marketing, and that can help a lot. Okay, so these are different types of offers. You already know the different verticals, right? Whatever CPA network you're in, doesn't really matter. A great one for adult would be called Crakrevenue. That's probably the biggest one. And then every CPA network has adult offers, because at the end of the day, that's the secret thing no one wants to talk about, that the most money's made. And I have a special offer for you guys about the adult kind of thing. Like, I have straight up the best course on it ever. Okay, where you guys can straight up go make thousands of dollars per day, no guarantee, or you could even make more, or even a little less. It just depends on if you're actually implementing everything I say. Because if you implement everything I say, I don't see why you won't be able to, honestly. And there you go. And there you go, my friend. Let's talk about sweepstake offers. What if you did like content locking something? You can be creative on this. I've been very creative on what I've content locked with different mobile traffic sources, but just like content, a lot of different things for them just completing the thing. It needs to be desirable to them. Okay, a lot of people want to just move towards pleasure and away from pain. If you create that your angle as your angle, that can work a lot too. Also, creating curiosity towards the thing can help as an angle, or leveraging like a trend can work as an angle. A lot of this comes down to angles. You can leverage stories, okay, to push people into it. Any offer that you do, excite them about it, because people buy stories at the end of the day. Excuse me. You could also leverage scarcity or something like that. That's a very powerful method. Another thing is like fear, or fear of missing out, or like something funny or viral that gets people laughing, or something of extreme emotion, or something like that, or people, beauty or status can move people a lot, or just strong incentives, or joining a cause or movement, or like authority, likability, credibility, and association to something can be literally very powerful angles for getting your conversions that you need, whether it be for sweepstakes or any other offer. So I think that's very valuable right there for you guys. If you've made it this far in the video, you are very, very on track to being highly successful. Yeah, so, yep, those are different mobile offers. Let's move on to the next section. Yo, all right, so here's the next section right here. And basically, mobile ads case study, okay? And this is going to be a little case study for you, okay? There's A, B, C, D, and E, and this is an antivirus campaign. The type is a app install. You're targeting Android only, and then traffic type is going to be push banner, and then the cost per click is like 3 cents, and the payout of this one offer, and this is a case study with one offer, dude. If you are promoting one offer, it's going to be very hard for you to be profitable. It's actually hysterical how people don't think outside the box like I have and what I teach, because if you promote more than one offer, boom, a certain percentage will always buy whatever you promote. And this is just with one offer, but which one do you think did better? Okay, and we're gonna just think about it for a second, and then I'll tell you. Boom. All right, here is which one did best. All right, mobile ads case study. So the top one got 1.53 click-through rate. The next one got 1.48 click-through rate. And the next one got 2.22 click-through rate. The next one got 1.75 click-through rate, and the next one got 0.6% click-through rate. Okay, and let's look at the text, the flashing, and all these different things. Okay, as you can see, why this one might have done very well, from what I can perceive here, is it's leveraging colors that stand out. And what it says here is phone has not been scanned. Scan and delete virus now. It's almost saying like an alert that was detected of, hey, you literally have a virus, and then the flashing of the Android symbol, because we're only targeting Android. That's an angle you can use, and there you go. So that's why that one did well. Next is landing page split test, okay? Which one do you think did better, A or B? okay? And we're testing literally, like I'd say, like 5 different creatives, 2 different landing pages in this case study. Which one do you think did better? And just think about it, or leave it in the comment section down below. As you can see, they say different things. Each angle towards Android, obviously, because that's the carrier you're leveraging and targeting, and that's the angle you're using here. And it's important to know what you're targeting so you can angle it there. That's like super powerful. Also, different geos and stuff, like all different. Okay. Every single state is different than the other, and you can leverage that in angling and marketing. And there's plenty of traffic in each geo like that. This one right here is loading on A, and the other one is just like caution and like warning, and then to get the antivirus app on each one. But which one do you guys think did better? Okay. Boom, there's the winner. Just what you thought, the one that was loading, okay, just scanning it. And it got a 36% click-through rate and a 120% ROI. By the way, with tracking, I forgot to say this, I just realized, a tracker is the thing that you can track to see which landing page or ad actually turned into a conversion for you. So it could get a higher click-through rate, but if it isn't converting, then that's an issue. But if it gets a lower click-through rate, but everyone who clicks through that ad is converting, that's a huge metric of data you need to be looking at, okay? Just so you know. And then number 2, so B got 27% and then 84% ROI, okay? So just look at that kind of stuff, all right? And there you go. Now we're going to move on, and I'm going to share a special gift at the end. Stay on. You're going to find out what that gift is going to be, all right, guys? So now we are going to move on to talk about 1K mobile blueprint, all right? And that's what we're going to talk about next. So basically, on the list here, it says spy, swipe, modify, split test. Hundreds of times you need to split test. You need to optimize like crazy. You need to kill what doesn't work. You need to scale to multiple traffic sources when you have a campaign that's working. There's many ways to scale. You could duplicate. You could just increase your budget of what works, which is probably one of the best ways. Or you can get into more traffic sources where it may kill your ROI a little bit, but the more traffic you're sending, the more money you're going to make. So if you have the cash flow and budget for it, get into more traffic sources, increase your budget, and you're going to be able to scale way high. But what you want is consistency and not a one-off campaign of one offer, guys. You want to have a funnel that has multiple offers where you can spend the most to acquire conversions. Okay, I talk about that a lot. It's by far the most valuable tip ever. And there you go. So basically, you're going to, and this is like basically the blueprint. So let me dive a little more into this and talk about this a little more. This is like a cool strategy here. You can basically use tools to spy. There's one called Adplexity. You can spy on ads, okay, and banner ads and everything for different even traffic sources, okay? So you can spy on them. Then you can swipe their ads, see what's working, see why. Like look into deep psychology stuff as to why landing pages and even ad creatives work. Okay, and that can really help you accelerate your growth. And I highly recommend spy tools. Adplexity is the best one right now, currently. Highly recommend it. And then you just want to swipe. If you can get to their landing page, you want to know their whole funnel. You want to know like the targeting they're doing. You want to know the ad creative. You want to know the landing page, and you want to know the offers. Okay. Those are all very important. Okay, to being able to swipe a whole funnel and to copy what works. But at the end of the day, if you know the strategies that I'm teaching, you don't need to go out there and copy people. But as you know, great artists, good artists copy, but great artists steal, okay? Very important quote there. Next is split test hundreds of times, all right? And why that's so important is because, once again, you're getting data on different things that you possibly could like explode your campaign and get you huge ROI. Okay, and that's why split testing is huge. You could do multivariate split testing, or you could do single control split testing, which is more highly recommended. But if you're doing multivariate split testing, you can basically a split test on tons of different things all at once, and one could like do extremely well, one could do extremely horrible. But when you're doing controlled testing, you know what actual thing is making the difference, which is basically you're making one single change and a bunch of different variations around one specific thing, keeping everything else the same, and you're seeing which one works the best. Okay, and often you're going to use single control split testing in landing pages, not creatives and stuff. Just so you know. Next, you're going to want to optimize, guys, and I talk about this too. You ran your split test, you copy what worked. You don't even have to come up with the idea yourself. You can just take all these ideas and make your own funnel and everything, and run the same ads and all this stuff, or model what works, which I highly recommend model. This is basically funnel hacking we're doing here. But so when you're ready to optimize, basically that's after 3 days of doing the times three rule of your highest ticket offer you're doing. And you then get all that data, like I've mentioned before. Boom, you got all that data, and you're like, all right, I'm going to look at this data, analyze it very specifically and well, and you're going to use your tracker that you're using for your links and affiliate links and all the things they click through. And you're going to look at that data. You're going to see which things are converting best, which things are getting the highest click-through rate. Then you're going to look into your ads manager and see which creatives are doing best. You're going to see which landing pages are doing best. If you're split testing offers, you can see which one is doing best, and then you optimize. Now we're moving on to the next thing, which is 4-step simple swipe method. Okay. Step 1: use HMA Pro VPN to change IP address. Okay. That's not very necessary at all. Okay, but what you can do is just see them. Okay, see their funnel and everything, and go to your ClickFunnels or whatever funnel builder you use. I highly recommend ClickFunnels. And you just look at their landing page and just build after it. A lot of times they're going to put if they're a professional CPA marketer, they're going to put code in their landing page that basically hijacks your traffic. Okay, if you stole from them. So I just recommend model after the kind of things that you see that they're doing. Colors can be big, so I highly recommend you keep the layout and the colors the same. But if they have a video sales letter, do not take it. Make your own version. If they have certain images that you think are working well for them, then model after those ones. And especially ad copy, you're either going to want to copy it straight up or change it a little bit here and there, because that's also a big deal. And at the end of the day, the offer is the hugest part of anything in marketing, and specifically the offers. So you want to be testing those. But anyways, this is how you swipe. Just like a couple tips here. Use Firefox and install the default user agent switcher. Another one is change browser to an iPhone 3 user agent. And the next one is visit mobile websites and download landers and copy ads. You can just visit the sites where they run ads anyway, click on the ads and see their landing pages, because guess what? The ads that you first see when you go on are the guys running the biggest budgets. So you have a lot to learn there from their campaigns, and they're probably making a lot of money, unless they're venture backed and they're down the road going to make a profit. But most of the time they're going to make a profit right then and there with a big funnel they're doing, which you can actually model after. And they've split tested like crazy type of banners that work. So you can go straight to these different sites or apps or anywhere where the mobile traffic source is and where they show up their ads on. And you can check it out and swipe it there. And that's like the best method for you right there. Moving on. All right, guys. Now we're going to move on. We're going to talk about golden nuggets here, basically. And this is for the adult side of things. Okay, if you don't like this, sorry about it. But this is one of the biggest opportunities by far. You cannot get banned. It's less strict. You can run any offer you want, even health, not have an issue at all. You can do you can do redirects like crazy, because they don't have Insta articles like freaking Facebook or YouTube and any other social media platform does. It's extremely powerful, and I want you to know that there's tons of volume there, and you don't have to look at bad things like this, right? So adult dating offers, and these are the golden nuggets I have for you real quick. Adult dating offers, $2 to $20 cost per action payout, okay? Single opt-ins and double opt-ins work great, okay, for this sort of thing. And you could just run a single offer, but you're going to have to do a lot of testing, like I said. You could literally be a straight-up beginner and do my strategy and be profitable. But if you're advanced, do one offer and really struggle. And that's what no one talks about, and that's the problem. The funnels I talk about, guys, I tell you right now, it is so powerful. But anyway, it's just enormous traffic volume on mobile here. So you're going to be using like the three traffic sources if you're doing the dating vertical. And you're going to be using Traffic Factory, Traffic Junkie, ExoClick, and then there's a couple others. Those are the ones I mainly use if I'm running adult. And then lander must be enticing, and it also should be the type of tips that I've been mentioning. Okay, you got to stack value, and you've got to tell what's in it for them. And if anything, if you can, as a bonus, tell a story that connects to the offer, you're gonna have a great result. And that's all I have to say for you today. And then the next thing, we're gonna move on to the next slide. All right, now let's look at this. So, golden nugget for huge ROI, huge 500% ROI type of campaigns. Are you ready? Are you ready? And these are not ones that I've ran personally. I've just seen these ones, okay? But this is like an example and kind of like a case study of campaign that I saw that did really well and the type of angling they're leveraging here, okay? So if it's mobile dating, they could do like an interactive Google map literally for that person's very location. And this is an angle they can use. Oh, this person right here wants to date me. Cool. They live nearby. So very cool. We have 2,000 new members joining daily on our site who are only looking for encounters. There is high chance that you will see a profile of someone you know. It may be secretary from your office. It may be a girl from your college or school. It may be your ex-girlfriend. Many of them will have pictures on their profiles. They live near you. So this is if it's very adult dating. You can just do mainstream dating. That's good stuff. I'm just saying, like, you can run anything here, and you don't have to do like the very explicit type stuff that you don't want to do. Neither do I. And you can just do that. You can just do mainstream stuff. And I'm telling you right now, there's tons of traffic volume. You can run things in any country, and there's just huge traffic volume, okay? Let's check this out real quick. User profile loads with avatar and flashing online GIF, and offer link to view profile map is fully functional. So you're not going to really get access to this kind of stuff. I don't even really fully know how they do this. I'd have to partner up with my business partner to build the tech side of things for this sort of thing. This is just an example of someone who's making a lot of money doing a single offer, and this is the angle they're using that is very advanced. So I just wanted to mention that and talk about it real quick. That's it. Okay, now let's talk about Facebook style landing pages. Okay, if you're running Facebook traffic, it works because it's congruent. If you style your landing page based off the traffic site or anything they just came from, it can increase conversions. And I wanted to mention that because it's extremely powerful. Like, it's congruent. It looks the same as where they were before. It's not, oh, scary, run away, because it's all different. It's the same type of looking things, so they're comfortable there. It's just weird psychology there. And this can work well for sweepstakes, okay? Or any other offer. But this is Facebook right here for an example. Or any other traffic source you use, you can make it look similar to wherever they just came from, the traffic source, to your landing page, and have it look like the same colors, the same type of buttons or layout, basically that type of stuff. The same type of text size, like, you can get advanced. Excuse me. But yeah, there you go. There's an idea. All right, guys, next is basically the things on this case study right here I found. Basically, the date, the time, script, make them feel lucky, okay? Like the fact that, oh, it's like currently happening, so the date and time, you could use a script for that. ClickFunnels has like countdown timers and all these things for scarcity, or like clocks you can have show up, or you can angle your copy where you don't need to have a script. Next is, these are just ideas, guys. The next is like a geo IP script. So if you're running multiple geos, you can literally pull it up. So if it's specific to them, they're going to be like, oh, this is unique to me, and you're gonna higher conversion rates from that. So geo, or like closed prizes, ones that have already run out, which is very interesting angle. And if you only have one offer you're doing anyways, a sweepstake, Boom, there you go, baby. And this works well for sweepstakes on social media or just Facebook. This type of landing page. And then scarcity, you could say, oh my gosh, there's only 2 left, right? That's powerful stuff. All right. And then you can say the rules, and you can say how you get it step by step and all the steps they have to take and actions they have to take. You can even say, oh, share with your friends on the ad in the comment section and stuff like that. But anyways, we're going to move on, and that's enough to get you started, guys. So now let's take it to the next level. And how are you going to do that is you're going to check out my courses. They're extremely valuable, and you can change your life today. When I got started in CPA marketing, I failed. I failed miserable. Then I kept learning, and eventually I figured it out, okay? And the courses I want you to know about are down below, and they are the CPA marketing secrets, the sweepstake affiliate marketing secrets, and then the adult CPA marketing secrets, then any other info product you want there, all right? So that's everything, and you guys have a nice day.